Good morning, YouTube. Kozak here, and we're back at another body of water. We've actually been here once before. This is a place where I lost the big snakehead, caught the first big head catfish, and lost a few other good fish. The water is actually lower now than it was before, but the temperatures have started to drop thanks to this beautiful fall weather. Finally, it has arrived. So stay tuned. We're gonna get the kayak launched, get everything set up, and hopefully put some dang mondos in the boat today. I'm hopeful, but I probably shouldn't be. So I'm making my way downtown. No, I'm making my way towards a kind of steep rocky wall. Should have a little bit of a deeper bank on it, a little bit deeper water. And when the water is dropping like this, fish tend to feel more comfortable somewhere where it feels less drastic, if that makes sense. So if you've got a flat where it's like 1 foot of water and then it's just slowly sloping down and you're out like 100 feet off the bank and it's 3 feet of water, when the water drops 2 or 3 feet, that's going to become all inches of water or dry land. Pro tip, fish typically like to be in water as opposed to not in water. So you should definitely be fishing in the water. But on a serious note, find the steeper banks when the water is dropping like this, and typically you'll find fish that are more apt to be feeding. Doesn't mean there's not fish elsewhere, but the fish on the steeper banks typically more comfortable, and when they're more comfortable, they're more likely to feed. Just had a little dink come up and just take the crankbait right next to the boat. That's how much line I had in whenever it hit. I was about to pull it out of the water. So I'm on top of a bunch of bait right now. Chill out. It's gonna be another dink fest at this rate. Well, you know the deal. We're gonna get him back in the water. I'm fishing a steeper bank. I guess it's sort of a bluff wall. I'm in 10 feet of water, marking bait, kind of suspending in about 5 feet. So I'm throwing a little shad wrap. I think it's an SR5. This bait will catch him when nothing else will. It's my little secret. My little secret. Don't tell anybody. What? What is... either this rod just snapped in half, or I purchased a 2-piece rod without knowing it. Cool. I have a 2-piece rod. Well, Fenwick, it would have been nice if you advertised that on the label. It's a little questionable. I feel like Dick's Sporting Goods got a return on a broken rod and kind of just turned it into a 2-piece rod. It's fine. We'll just drill a hole in it so it connects to the piece. It'll be fine. Because that's not on there very tight. Oh, she had me wrapped. I thought I had a big fish, but oh, it's a decent one. It's a decent fish. I turned my camera off for 2 seconds, make like 3 casts with this little crankbait, just kind of in between spots. And of course, I thought I had a monster on because she had me wrapped around a log. That's still a quality fish. We're getting closer to our 3-pound mark, okay? We got a goal of a 3-pound largemouth today. We're getting closer. We're making progress. Can't get that closed. Piece of junk. There she is. There she is. That is between 2.5 and 3 pounds all day because of how chunky she is. Just get it back in the water. She was up real shallow. I'm in 4 feet of water and I was casting up on the bank, and I could feel my little crankbait just digging into the mud and rocks. And I must have bumped it off of that log. I didn't even know there was a log there. I can't see it. It's submerged. And as I did that, I felt what I knew was a fish hit it. And as I leaned into it, it must have already been wrapped around the log because it was just sitting there and it was like doo, doo, doo. So I knew there was a fish trying to get away. And I thought I had like either snagged another carp or hooked into a mondo. But that's a good fish. I'm pumped. This morning was already worth it. Stay tuned. Of course, camera dies. I make another cast without changing the battery and hook into a fish. That seems to just be how it goes. So maybe I'm guaranteed a few more fish as these camera batteries keep dying. But I think I got it on that camera up there. It's a good little 1-pounder, like 1.5 pounder. It's a dink, but it's not a super dink. So today's been good. I love the fall weather. I'm not sweating. The fish are biting, and they're biting moving baits. That shad wrap, I think, is going to be key for today, because they are not just swiping at it, they are grabbing. Like, they're completely eating this little bait. So I'm gonna keep throwing it. I'm gonna focus on shallow wood, especially when there's rocky banks around. I don't know if that's the pattern yet, but of the 3 fish, at least 2 of the 3 have been on that. What? No! I cannot escape them. It doesn't matter what I throw or where I'm fishing. Look at this color on this guy. Sorry, this is... Anyways, she was really purpley. Well, I think we just need to face the fact that no matter where I go fishing, I'm gonna have to catch a bluegill. Dragonfly rescue. This actually might be the same dragonfly from the other day. Buddy, you gotta dry off. Here. Hopefully I won't accidentally squish you. How cool is that? You can see the droplets of water in his wings. Aww. He's pawing at his head. He's like a little puppy.
Subscribe to Kayak Outdoors. He needs all the subscribers he can get. He's a very nice man. He saved me from the reservoir. I was definitely going to drown or be eaten by a fish. Don't be dumb. Go subscribe now. Leave a comment and even a like. Hit the like button for me.
I got you. Just don't go in my ear, please. If you go in my ear, I will rip you to shreds. a bad hook set on this one. So I'm just trying to horse her in. Come here, come here, come here. Got her. Oh, she wanted that jig. She wanted that jig. Yeah, I'd say she wanted it. Give me that back. Uh-oh. It's a healthy little fish right there. Close to 2 pounds. Gonna get the release on her here in a second. She almost came back in the boat. Dragonfly is still hanging out. Oh shoot. Where'd he go? Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Just ran this crankbait parallel between 2 laydowns right here. Actually, the boat's gonna turn and it'll probably show the laydown. Oh wait, the heck? Well, that's a new species for us here on Kayak Outdoors. Thought it was a bass. It's not a bass. Oh man. Crappie. I don't know if that's a white crappie or a black crappie. I've caught a lot of black crappie in the past. It's been a long time, but they were much darker than this. So I'm not sure if that's a white one or just a light colored black crappie. Either way, I know that's a good size crappie. That's one that would definitely go in the fryer. Look how big that mouth is. But we're not gonna fry him. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. Don't worry, buddy. You're not gonna get fried today. Not by me anyways. My 2 best baits when the water starts to cool down like this in the fall is a finesse jig and a small crankbait. Fall transition can be pretty tough to find bass, and especially catch bass. That small crankbait really can locate the ones that are honed in on the small shad that are dying in the cold water. There it is. Whatever it is. Bass? Yeah, it's a feisty one. A baby. A baby hit the baby crankbait. All right, Ned rig. Ned rig's bringing one in. Haven't thrown this much today. That's not true. I flipped it around a few times. I don't think. Yeah, that's not going. Nothing's going. This show's a mess. Guggen baits, once again. Nice little fall bass right there. Little chunka. So this is a Guggen baits rattling Ned. I don't know if you can hear it. It's kind of, there it is. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? There's a little little capsule that has some explosives or something in it, and makes a nice little rattling noise. That attracts the fish. So if you're fishing a lower water clarity body of water, such as this one where it's about 1.5 feet, that can help the fish find the bait. Finally got one to eat the swim bait. Uh-oh. All right, she's off my transducer. It's a little girl. Ugh. She is an envelope bass. She needs to eat some real food. Stop falling for lures. That one was on the laydown, right where it should have been. Well, where a bigger fish should have been. Yeah. That's a decent fish. Did I just lose him? Oh, please tell me I did not just lose him. Oh, come on. Oh, this is bad. She is wrapped. Is she around my transducer? No. I threw this bait up into inches of water. It's not a monster. It's probably like a 2.5 maybe. I don't know how well the hooks are in. Yeah. Oh my God, the bait is sideways in her mouth. Another good one. Quality fish. Still not 3 pounds, but we're close. We are a lot closer today than we were the last time we came here. Get the release on this one. She's out of here. The jig I'm using today is a Strike King 1/4 ounce bitsy bug, kind of like a green pumpkin color, very natural. And then I'm pairing that up with, and I think this is the more important part, a Guggen Baits Kraken Craw, and that is the Summer Craw color. With the Kraken Craw, I'm taking off 2 segments, and then we're gonna thread half of the remainder on the hook, and then we're gonna poke through and push up the shank of the hook so that it looks like that. Nice little compact 1/4 ounce plus the weight of the Kraken Craw. The water temperatures have started to cool off, but they're not quite there yet. I'm seeing a little bit of shad action in the backs of creeks, but not to where it should be, or not to where it will be. So this little shad wrap pattern, in theory, should only get better with time. If you're not throwing one of these crankbaits out there today, you better be doing it tomorrow. Today's been an awesome day so far. I'm about to make my way towards the ramp and call it a day. I'm gonna fish my way out. I got a little bit further to go, and we'll see if we can't pick up another one. That's going to do it for today's episode of Kozak Outdoors. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And thank you for hitting that subscribe button, because I know you're about to. Leave a comment or a question, criticism, whatever you want to do. Type it out. I will read it. I will read your comments and questions and try to address them. If you have any suggestions on different videos that you want me to do, leave those as well. Other than that, stay tuned. I think this might be episode 10, the big double digit. If not, then the next outing will be getting up there. Wow, it's a lot of episodes. That's like almost a season on a TV show. But this isn't a real TV show. It's an online show. And it's of the utmost quality. So don't even question my integrity. Folks, today was a pretty decent day for numbers, and I got a few quality bass in there. I don't know how the footage came out. I was trying to conserve batteries. This place, there's a lot of fishable water, but not a lot of fish, if that makes sense. So you kind of have to conserve your batteries. So I had one camera view going the whole time, and then if I hooked into one, I'd hit the other button. We'll see how it comes out. Hopefully you're watching the end of this and it was pretty decent